I'm 97 years old, and I'm going to tell you 7 things that protected me from having a heart attack. I didn't learn these from a doctor. I learned them from my grandmother, but these things have now been proven by medical research also. My grandmother lived to 94, country woman. Nearest doctor was 15 miles down the road. She never took a pill in her life. She didn't know what cholesterol was. Didn't need to. She knew something better, something the doctors are only now starting to understand. And I listened to her. I watched how she lived, and I did what she did. My name is Hazel Jane, and here are 7 things which protected me. The first thing, I walk every single morning, and not a slow, easy walk, a brisk walk, like I've got somewhere to be, like someone's waiting for me. This came from Grandma Adela. That woman moved with purpose every day of her life. She'd wake before sunrise and walk down to the creek for water, walk to the hen house to gather eggs, walk to the garden to check her tomatoes. Sundays, she'd walk to church and back, 4 miles round trip, and she didn't stroll, she moved. When I was 7 or 8, I asked her, "Grandma, why don't you ever sit down?" She looked at me with those sharp eyes and said, "Hazel, the day I stop moving is the day I start dying." I never forgot that, not once in 90 years. My husband Curtis used to watch me lace up my shoes every morning and say, "Hazel, what are you walking from?" I'd say, "I'm not walking from anything, Curtis. I'm walking toward something." He never quite understood, but I kept walking anyway. 70 years, rain or shine, snow or heat, I move my legs every day. Now doctors tell you how important exercise is for health of the heart. The second thing, I never smoked, not one cigarette, not one puff, not once in my entire life. When I was young, everybody smoked. It was glamorous. Movie stars smoked. Teachers smoked. Doctors smoked. My own daddy smoked a pipe on the porch every evening. My brothers all secretly smoked. But Grandma Adela, she hated it. She used to say, "If the good Lord wanted smoke in your lungs, He'd have put a chimney on your head." That was Grandma. Always had a way of putting things. When I was 16, a boy I liked offered me a cigarette behind the schoolhouse, trying to impress me, I suppose, and I almost took it. I almost did. But I heard Grandma's voice in my head, clear as a bell. I said, "No, thank you." He laughed at me, called me a baby. I didn't care. That boy, I don't even remember his name now. He's been gone a long time. A lot of smokers I knew are gone. So smoking kills, literally. The third thing, and this one takes me right back to her kitchen, beans, every single day, almost, for almost 70 years. When I was growing up, beans weren't fancy. They were poor people food. That's what folks said. But Grandma didn't care one bit what folks said. Every day she had a pot of beans simmering on that old wood stove. Pinto beans, black-eyed peas, lima beans. Whatever she had, there was always a pot going. She'd hand me a bowl and say, "Eat up, Hazel. This is what keeps us going." When I got married, I did the exact same thing. Curtis used to tease me. "Hazel, can't we have something else for once?" I'd say, "You can have whatever you like, but there's always going to be beans on this stove." He'd laugh, but he ate them. My grandchildren know, when you come to Grandma Hazel's house, there's beans on the stove. That's just how it is. Grandma knew. She didn't have a science book, she just knew. Today, even doctors recommend beans to decrease the risk of heart attack. The fourth thing, I stopped using butter and I switched to olive oil. It was 1960. I read something in a magazine about how people in Italy and Greece, they lived longer, had stronger hearts. And one of the things they used every day was olive oil. So I bought a bottle. Curtis looked at me like I'd lost my mind. What in the world is that? It's what the Italians use. Hazel, we're not Italian. Well, we're going to cook like them. He thought it was a phase. Thought I'd go back to butter within a week. That was 65 years ago. I never went back. I still use olive oil. And now it's got science backing as well. The fifth thing, I eat fish instead of red meat. Grandma, whenever she could get fish, that's what she preferred. She used to say, fish is light, keeps your body light, keeps your mind light. When I was raising my family, fish was cheap, fresh from the river or canned from the store. So that's what I fed them. Fish 2-3 times a week, sometimes more. My brothers ate different, steak and potatoes, bacon every morning. That was their way. I'm not saying they were wrong, but I noticed something over the years. The people who ate lighter, they seemed to last longer. They moved easier, and the people who ate heavy, they didn't. I'm not judging anybody, I just noticed. Grandma knew, I don't know how, but all her habits seem to be proven by science years later. Like this sixth thing, stress, which doctors have found to cause so many heart attacks nowadays. Grandma used to say, Hazel, worry is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it don't get you anywhere. For years I didn't listen. I worried about everything. The children, the bills, what the neighbors thought. I'd lie awake at night chewing on problems I couldn't solve. Then one day I realized all that worrying never fixed a single thing, not one. It just made me tired, made me old before my time. So I stopped. Little by little, I learned to let things go. What I can fix, I fix. What I can't, I give to God and go to sleep. Your heart can't rest if your mind won't. Remember that. The seventh thing, the last one, I sleep. Real sleep. Grandma was in bed when the sun went down and up when it rose. She used to say, the body heals when it's still. You can't fix a house while people are still walking through it. I learned to protect my sleep like it was sacred. No television blaring late into the night. No arguments before bed. No lying there making lists of everything that went wrong. When the sun goes down, I put myself into bed. No exceptions. People nowadays brag about not sleeping, running on 4 or 5 hours of sleep, like it's a badge of honor. That's not strength. That's foolishness. Your heart works hard all day long, beating and beating without you even thinking about it. Give it rest. These were 7 simple things. Walk briskly. Don't smoke. Eat beans. Use olive oil. Eat fish. Let go of worry. And sleep. That's what I've done for 70 years. Nothing fancy. Nothing expensive. I'm not a doctor. I can't promise this works for everybody. But I'm 97 years old, and my heart is still beating. I think about Grandma Della often these days. She didn't have much by the world's standards. Didn't know much, not the way people measure knowing nowadays. But she knew how to live. I just paid attention, and maybe that's enough. You have a heart. It wants to keep beating, but you have to help it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to take a walk.